with Trinity Readings. We're going to do an end of September reading for the sign of Libra. This is just going to be kind of what to expect the last week of September, because we've had a lot of really kind of big energy, 2 eclipses, and eclipses bring in a huge amount of change. And so we're just going to kind of do a check-in just to see what's going on with your energy, anything you need to be aware of. So keep in mind, these are general readings. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you feel that the reading does not resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements, because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal private readings. You can get all that information in the description box. All right, Libra. Let's see what messages are wanting to come through for you. What is it your guides are wanting you to be aware of? Okay, I feel like there's this kind of like, and this has kind of been a theme to some degree in most of the readings, but there's this kind of like, there's this need to like recalibrate yourself or recalibrate your energy, not because you're doing anything wrong, but like you've reached this kind of like, you've reached the peak, right? And it's time to evolve and kind of like open up to more, but it's almost like you're so used to being in the same energy, in the same routine, that you're energetically repeating the same cycles. And I kind of feel like it's almost like it's affecting your intuition or your ability to kind of gauge like what's good for you and what's not. Like I feel like you might be getting like feeling or sensing a lot of things intuitively, but it's not really your intuition speaking. It's like your egoic memory. Does that make sense? Like have you ever heard like when a relationship goes bad, somebody go, I knew this was going to happen, or I knew they were going to cheat on me, or I knew that I couldn't trust them. Sometimes it's not, I hate to say this, but sometimes we hold such a fear and insecurity that something is going to happen, and that's where we're keeping our focus, and we keep our focus on the possibility of something bad happening because it happened before. And it's like we keep tying that old story into our new experiences, and we inadvertently kind of like sabotage the new experiences into a past experience. And I don't like to kind of say it because it makes it seem like, oh, I'm doing something wrong, and I feel like when we think that we're doing something wrong, it just makes it that much worse. But we do kind of have to remind ourselves that we do live in a world of energy and law of attraction, right? And energy attracts energy. Energy like attracts like. And so if internally you keep repeating the same story, or keep dwelling on past things that have happened, or you keep looking back to the past, you're continuing to invite that into your present experience. You're in your present moment is where you are creating. In the present moment is where you are receiving. The present moment is all that matters. And so the best guidance I can give you is to, for the rest of September, try to intentionally make yourself be completely present in every single situation, in every single day-to-day activity. I don't think we realize how often we're not present. When you're scrolling on TikTok, when you're scrolling on Instagram, you're not present. You're disconnecting, right? When you're focusing on a conversation that you had 5 minutes ago, you're not present. When you're worried about what's going to happen tomorrow, you're not present in the moment. And so try as much as you can to stay present. And also, here's some guidance to really know if something is your intuition or if it's just your ego's fear. If it makes you feel bad about yourself, or it makes you feel like you're a bad person, or you're doing something wrong, or you need to suddenly fix, that's probably coming from ego. If the intuitive messages are you need to run or there's danger, 9 times out of 10 that's not coming from your intuition, that's coming from ego and fear. And so it's just something to be mindful of. I'm really trying to get out of this habit of constantly saying I apologize. So let's see if we can just get more clarity on this message. For some of you, I'm getting this message like you have analyzed that man so much. You've analyzed the depths. You know everything about that person, but it still isn't changing anything, right? Because you're giving so much energy into trying to understand another person or understand that situation, that you're giving that person all your power and you're giving away your own light. It's like you're putting too much focus on you're placing too much focus outside of you. And you're in a space and position for success. You're in a space to kind of it's like you're examining the dirt to find the answers when the answers are in the sun. Or you're looking to another person to find the answers when the answers are within you. Or you're over analyzing of a situation in order to understand the truth is the very thing that is preventing you from seeing the truth, because it's all just a distraction. You're just distracting yourself from your current moment and your current energy. So let's see if we can get a little more detail on this message. You're a very loyal person. You're a very consistent person. You're a very dedicated person. And when you put focus and care and attention to something, you're putting a lot of value in it, right? Because you value everything that you do, right? You value the idea of building on something. You value commitment. The energy you're putting out is extremely valuable. The problem is, I feel like, where you're directing that energy. It's like you're really good at manifesting, and you're so good at it, you don't realize how consistently you're manifesting. And so if you look at what is happening around you, that's what your energy is going towards. Like, that's what you're manifesting. Yeah, let me keep going, sorry. This is a little bit similar to the Virgo message. So if you have Virgo in your chart, or you're connected to somebody who's a Virgo, you might want to watch that. You're putting in the work. You're putting in the effort. You're putting in the consistency. But you're also withholding your, like, you're not letting your emotions get, like, you're not putting your emotions into it. You're not connecting your passion to it. You're withholding an aspect of your energy. And it's almost like it's become such a routine that it feels like work. And this could be that you're just, your same boring day-to-day job, you're just not feeling connected to it. It's like you're putting your energy and dedicated effort into something in order to manifest something. But it's like you're controlling, you're putting some sort of limitations on the energy that you're putting into, without even, like, you're not putting yourself into it. Oh, it's like you're doing the work, but you're not putting your soul into it. You're not putting your passion into it. You're not putting your excitement into it. You're trying to get a relationship to grow and evolve, but you and this person are just, actively, forcefully sticking to the same day-to-day routine so nobody gets upset, right? You're wanting to increase your business, attract more clients, but it's so much becoming work that your passion is not in it, and you need to put your passion in it. And I also feel like it's worth noting that it's going to be difficult to put your passion into something, or your heart into something, if you don't feel aligned with it, if you don't feel like it aligns with your values, or aligns with what you're trying to accomplish. For some of you, it could be a relationship that it's like one person wants to grow and evolve, and the other person just wants to stay still. And it's just like not aligning with your values. Yeah, For some of you, you're giving all this love and all this value and all of this authentic love and commitment and dedicated energy to somebody who like refuses to give back, or to somebody who's not valuing it, or somebody who's taking advantage of it or not giving it back to you. You're giving with the intention of this relationship growing, but you're giving it to somebody who's not in agreement with that. This person doesn't want this relationship to grow. And I feel like for some of you, that might be something. It's like you're in something that the person that you are exchanging energy with does not want to go in the same direction that you do. And so it's becoming a power struggle instead of growth. And I feel like you're ready to move forward, and you're determined to move forward. And the outcome, honestly, is when you put your heart into it, you'll see things come to fruition. When you look to see if you're in emotional agreement with the other person, like some of you are going to find that this situation is meant to show you a lesson and not really meant to evolve. And the lesson is on loving yourself and putting yourself first. It's like you're giving your love away in an attempt to get love back, but you're giving it to somebody who is not wanting to give back, and you're feeling like you must not be given enough, so you're giving more. You know what I mean? So your guidance is the Death card and the King of Cups. You've mastered the love that you're giving, but the energy you really need to master is the energy of receiving love. And in order to receive, it's not a matter of giving more. Giving more is not going to, giving more love to something that's not giving back to you is not going to make it easier to receive. This came up for a client. It was really interesting. If you're wanting love to come to you, if you're wanting something to flow to you, if you're constantly giving your energy out and putting your focus outward, you're directing all of your internal energy outward, right? And so that's energetically telling the universe, I don't want this energy, right? So if you want love to flow to you, you have to pour that love into yourself, pour that energy into yourself, pour that focus into yourself. And that's what's going to change how love flows to you. I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who, it's like refusing to make a change, refusing to make a decision, refusing to acknowledge something isn't just ignorance. It isn't just an uncertainty. It's a manipulation tactic. It's people will act aloof and act like they don't care because that gets them more attention. And if you don't believe me, like, stop talking to somebody for a week and see how much attention they all of a sudden start giving you. Stop giving your energy out to somebody you usually give a shit ton of energy out to. Stop talking and see. Stop giving energy and see. Because for whatever reason, and I don't want you to use this as a manipulation tactic, but people that are disconnected emotionally, they're not looking for somebody to love them enough to make them feel comfortable. It's a manipulation tactic because they're getting attention and they're getting energy and they're not having to give anything back. So it's like you're looking for guidance, you're looking for the truth, you're needing to kind of cut something away so you can receive what it is that you've been wanting to receive, but the truth lies in your internal world. It lies in your emotional world. And if you're not able to put your heart into it, like if you're constantly giving love to somebody who's not giving back, you're not feeling it after a little bit of time. If you're constantly saying I love you to somebody who's not saying I love you back, after the 10th time of saying I love you and not hearing it back, you're not feeling that I love you. You're just saying it because you feel like you need to say it and you're hoping that you're going to get that back, right? If your heart's not in it, then it's going to continue in the same cycle. But if putting your heart in it is going to upset another person, then you also need to know that that person is probably just trying to control the narrative and get your attention and get your energy without putting anything into it. So the way you know if this person is meant for you or not, or if this situation is meant for you or not, you start pouring love into yourself and start putting yourself into a space where you feel comfortable feeling things and you don't feel so numb. And when you're doing things, when you're putting effort into stuff, you actually feel excited about it. And if somebody has a negative reaction to it, they're not your person. Love you guys. Have a good month.